All right, before we get into Fight Club and skinny Brad Pitt, what? Who would ever say skinny Brad Pitt? The guy was shredded. Did you see this interview?
Great to see you.
All right.
You look too skinny, though.
Thanks,
You're always
Kate.
looking too skinny. Are
You
you
say
not
that every
eating?
time.
I know, but you are. I realize, you know.
Professional leader.
You look so skinny in person. Are you eating enough?
Yeah, I'm eating enough.
Okay, I'm going to talk to your mom about
All right, you do that.
Skinny Brad Pitt. What would you say if that was you? If you'd been dieting for months and months and months, working out, you were shredded to the bone, you were like 3% body fat, it's ridiculous. And someone said to you, "You're looking a bit skinny." What would be your reply? Let me know in the comments below. So let's take it back to 1991. Brad Pitt was 28 in his standout role as JD in Thelma Louise. As you can see, he's rocking the tan, very low body fat percentage, just the right amount of muscle as well. This right here, we're witnessing his first go-to movie star body. We see this later in Fight Club, but he has the formula locked in. He kind of pushes that formula to the side in 1994. Here he's 31 in The Favour. This looks like his regular body, I reckon. I mean, he's pretty lean physique 24/7. He's got those, I hate to say it, but he's got those movie star genetics. Why is it every movie star has movie star genetics where they can just get shredded and ripped up really easily? Suspicious. I guess here, running, training a few times a week, diet's dialed in, but nothing crazy, which is just as well, because next up in 1997, he was 34 years old. It's all about 7 years in Tibet. Now this here, as you can see, is his leanest look yet. Now, based on the movie, the character's traveling, food was going to be scarce, so for the physicality of the role, he had to dial down his size. That makes sense, right? Like lower calories, lower protein, little to no training, I'm thinking. Which brings us to 1999, where it all changed. Witness not skinny, I can't let it go, can I? Witness not skinny Brad Pitt in the epic Fight Club. Now let's be honest, this look right here, it doesn't get any better. This is the look everyone wants. This is the look that makes everyone get into fitness and bodybuilding and training and dieting. It doesn't get any better. This right here is the goal, and it's achievable. Calorie deficit is going to be your friend right here. I'm guessing 10 times goal body weight. He's 5'11", 150 pounds, like max in Fight Club. You're looking at 1,500 calories a day. High protein, moderate fat, low carb, maybe low fat and low carb. I mean, he got shredded. In fact, no one talks about Edward Norton's body in Fight Club today. No one's talking about that. And I'm not hating on Edward Norton. Edward Norton, American History X, guy was jacked, right? He was looking great for that movie. But in Fight Club, no one talks about his body. Yeah, he was actually bigger than Brad Pitt. This is why, hear me out. This is why proportions are so important, right? So check this out. This is Brad Pitt here. Wow, incredible, smashing it. Edward Norton, not so much. However, those two together on set, as you can see, Brad is smaller than Edward Norton. So if you're going to go for this Brad Pitt body, people are probably going to go, you look a little bit skinny. When you got a t-shirt on, you're going to look normal. You're going to look smaller than the average dude who doesn't care about his diet, doesn't work out. Seems unfair. Take the t-shirt off, shredded, ripped, looking phenomenal, looking great. So I say, go for that Brad Pitt body, but hang on in there. And don't worry what people think. You're going to look incredible. Same again with this photo. This was taken around about the time of filming Fight Club. And as you can see, he's next to Jennifer Aniston. We got the proportions. And he's not that big, right? He's not that big. But don't you dare say skinny. Don't go there. Next up, Snatch in 2000. He was 41. Didn't really want to do another fighting movie, straight off the back of Fight Club. I think he may have turned it down initially, but how can you turn down working with the legend that is Guy Ritchie? So Brad Pitt said yes and even took a pay cut. So off the back of Fight Club, you can see his physique here is a touch higher body fat. But I'm guessing, he trained like a boxer to play a boxer. Duh, that would make sense. I'm thinking push-ups, sit-ups, hitting the bag, sparring, a whole load of cardio, working up a sweat. That will get you this look. Calories, probably not tracked. Probably eating quite a lot, but burning a hell of a lot with that boxing training as well. I mean, in Snatch, he's not crazy lean like Fight Club. That'd be weird if he was crazy lean in Snatch. He's playing a bare-knuckle boxer. A bare-knuckle boxer. He's not going to be sitting down and doing the calculations. How many grams of protein have I had today? Like, they're not going to be doing that. They're going to be doing intermittent fasting, put it that way. All right, next up, Troy in 2004. He was 41 in this movie and even bigger. So he's got Fight Club, got Snatch, and then even more mass in Troy. I mean, yeah, sure, not as lean. Put on a little bit of body fat, I guess, but Doesn't look like he's just come out of self-isolation having oatmeal and rice every day. Do you know what I mean? Still got a six-pack, maybe 10 pounds of glycogen, water weight, a little bit fluffier, but still absolutely smashing it. This physique is just behind Fight Club. Fight Club's going to be number one, right? But second on the list, it's got to be Troy. Next up, 2005. 2005, people forget about this movie. I mean, these two aren't going to forget about the movie, right? Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. As you can see in this movie, he's kept up the Troy diet, just without the crazy Troy workout. And the Troy hair as well, he's lost that. So a little less muscle, a little more body fat, but still in great shape, still smashing it. And of course, he's got to do this scene, right? The directors and producers are like, take your shirt off. Come on, Brad. This is what we pay you for. Next up, Fury from 2014. He's 51 in this movie. You're looking at a 51-year-old dude right there. He's smashing it still. Playing a soldier, again, rocking a decent amount of muscle. He's fairly lean as well, so similar to his body in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Training a lot, high-protein diet. I'm thinking higher carb as well. Kind of filling out those glycogen stores. And that leads us on to this one, most recent one, which if you saw this in the cinema, I was at a screening for this. This was hilarious. As soon as he takes his top off, and you know the moment's coming, right? It's like the wind's blowing, he's fixing an aerial on a roof in the sunshine. Yeah, sure. Of course, he's got to take his top off, right? He's got to get a bit of a tan. Literally, there's gasps in the room. It was like, guys, come on. We've seen, like, I'm into my fitness, and even I'm not that bothered. Let it go. Look, he smashed it in this role. In great shape. Again, movie star genetics. Movie star genetics. Damn those movie star genetics. They all have it. I mean, guys in their early 20s would kill for this look. The diet, the simple workout, I think it's achievable. Again, it worked for the character, right? Like, he had to be smaller than the soldier in Fury. That makes sense. But at the same time, he's a stuntman in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So he's got to rock a decent amount of muscle. He's got to be fairly lean for the job as well. So that kind of makes sense. Hey, look, interested to see where he takes his training and nutrition next. Just remember, if you do see him, don't call him skinny.